So, good morning. I'm driving from Indianapolis to Nashville, home of country music. On the way, I'll go through Kentucky, which I've never been to before. And I can't go to Kentucky. Kentucky's famous for two things. The one is the Kentucky Derby, the horse race, which I have no interest in whatsoever. But the other one I do find fascinating because what Kentucky is famous for is bourbon. This is Mr. James Beam, and this is the distillery of probably the most famous bourbon whiskey in Kentucky. So I'm going to go and do a little bit of a tour and maybe pick up a bottle. Unfortunately, all of the tours for today are fully booked, and you can't walk around by yourself except for this area where it's like a gift shop, really well done. Display showing historically the bottles that they've produced. One on the very end there is 100% proof. I'd hate to think what drinking that in one go would do to you. Even though there are no tours available and I can't go into any of the other buildings, it's still very nice seeing the surroundings here. Really pretty. These houses are pretty old, and if I am correct, Jim Beam is the biggest brewer of bourbon whiskey in the United States and Kentucky. For it to be called bourbon, I think it has to come from Kentucky. So, chance to see a part of Americana here. There's a restaurant here, but it's a little early for lunch, so I don't think I'll be eating. Yeah. So I couldn't do a tour, but I did manage to buy this bottle of extra aged Jim Beam bourbon, which I'm looking forward to trying this evening. So now on to my next stop. Okay, so it is now almost 1 and I'm at my second stop for the day. It is the Lost River Cave. It's an underground river system, and I just got here a few minutes ago. It's about 10 minutes to 1, and I got the last spot on a boat tour, underground boat tour at 1 p.m. So looking forward to this. Also a nice break in the drive. The total drive from Indianapolis to Nashville is close to 5 hours, but I stopped at the Jim Beam site. I stopped for lunch. I'm stopping now, and after this I've got about 45 minutes to an hour left. Go to the hotel, check in, and then go to downtown this evening, downtown Nashville. Check out the this country music scene. Apparently it's country music's not my real cup of tea, but if it's live, get some dinner, should be good. In the meantime, walking through this like real nature area. Must get a lot of rain here because it's very green. They've also got a zip line up there, which I will not be doing.
To your left is what we call a blue hole. Now, after looking at it, you guys can probably see why it's called that. It's a hole in the ground full of water that turns kind of blue. Geologists don't get very creative when it comes to naming things. But here at Lost River, we're not much more creative than them. We call this blue hole number 4. It's the 4th one on our property. If you guys were to hike through the valley, you would see 3 more of these, but they're all way smaller than this one. This is the biggest one we have.
Apparently the water which comes in from under the bridge there and flows back down there is flowing at a rate of, it's coming out of that hole at 900 gallons a minute. In 1800s, people used to jump in here and disappear, and it became known as a man-eating hole.
Like I said, that water goes...
I think that this is the part where we go underground. Yep. Very cool, very different. Very cool. They have weddings down here. Really nice place to have a wedding. And there's kind of natural air conditioning here. It's quite a bit cooler here than it is outside.
Let's go in. If you don't like, here we go. Now, of course, like Caleb said, it does only last 15 seconds, but if you're having fun, we can always just stop here. You have the tour from here.
Wow, this is
Comfortable? There you go. Welcome to Lost River Cave, my friend. Is this anybody's very first time in a formation in a cave that's getting larger because the water is leaving minerals behind? So the same minerals that are making the water blue outside are the same ones creating this peanut butter brown color. As the calcite and limestone build up, it creates travertine, the same stuff you can use to build a kitchen.
The boat tour in the cave was really unique, and it's so pretty here. It's not too hot. So there's a trail here that is 2.1 miles. So not bad at all. So I'll just do that and then I'll head to the hotel in Nashville. They got a butterfly house here, which is really nice, but very, very humid. But difficult to catch the butterflies with this camera. I must say, it really is nice to be back hiking, exploring areas that I've never been to, probably never come this way again. So just like third activity for the day: Jim Beam, the water cave, and now a hike, and then this evening Nashville. Just a great day. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I've done, in terms of work, I've visited 3 of our camps. I've got this little break now, 3 more. Then I've got my cruise, and then I do the final 3. So that's worked out really nicely. So that was a great little hike, but the humidity definitely got to me. I'm looking back my trip last year, I'm really pleased I did it in the fall and didn't have to encounter like real heat and humidity, especially not together. But this was still worth it. Now it's on to Nashville. Good morning from downtown Nashville. I was going to come here last evening, but the traffic getting to the hotel was kind of insane and I was like really tired. So I decided I'll do it this morning. So I've got less of a drive today to get to Memphis. At the moment, I'm standing outside or in front of the City Hall and Courthouse. There's this neat little park here. And I'm just going to take a bit of a walk through the downtown area, get a feel for it. It's not terribly busy this morning given that it's a Saturday. So hopefully things are open. This is the Cumberland River, which flows through Nashville. And on the other side of this bridge is the Stadium of the Titans, which is it's a professional American football team which is based in Nashville. I wouldn't mind seeing a game, but I don't think it's season at the moment. Just a quick look at the Nashville skyline. It is a big city. I mean, it's not some little small town. Interesting thing is, driving in, I found 3 types of radio stations: sports, gospel, and country music. That's all I found. There's a process of gentrification going on here, with a lot of the very old buildings being touched up, etc., turned into office, restaurant space. And there's also here, on the edge of the river, a replica of Fort Nashville, which was built here to protect against attacks from Indians. The town Nashville was started in 1730, I believe, and the fort was built about 1780, the original one, and this replica was built in 1930. Here's a look at what the fort originally looked like, backing onto the river there. Of course, the only part that remains today is that, or that's been rebuilt, is that far part. So this is Broadway Street. This is where all the action is, or most of the action, the clubs, the country music places, the pubs. It's early Saturday morning, but the place is, well, early. It's about 9:45, but the place is already starting to buzz. Yeah, spend a little bit of time here. So I found out why it's buzzing so much. The reason is that in about 10 minutes time, there's a gay pride parade taking place here. Who knew? So the people have apparently gathered to watch that. Got to be a little bit careful filming people. I'm not sure if they want to be filmed or not. Of course, it wouldn't be Nashville if it didn't have the Johnny Cash Museum. And there's also a, I don't know if you call it a promotion for the Patsy Cline Museum. I'm not that big of a fan of Johnny Cash, so I'm not going to pay money to go inside, but it is cool to see the atmosphere of this area, especially today as they've got the parade going on. And if Patsy Cline and Johnny Cash aren't to your liking, there's always the Glen Campbell Museum. So that was a little bit of an abrupt ending to my filming of the Pride Parade, but I figured you got the idea. From there I just went back to my car and drove down to Memphis. So I'm going to post this video. I know that I'd said originally that I'd post Nashville together with Memphis, but I see this is already 13.5 minutes long, so I think what I'm going to do is try and post more shorter videos. It also makes the editing easier. My computer has a hard time with massive video files. So I'm going to post this. I'm in Memphis at the moment in my hotel room, a very nice, comfortable hotel room. I must say I did try the bourbon whiskey from today, and it is very good. I have booked a tour for tomorrow morning to Graceland, which I'm really looking forward to, and either tomorrow or the next day I will post a video of my time in Memphis. So it'll be more shorter videos. Obviously part of the time I'm working, and while I'm working I'm not doing any videos. I'm not taking any videos inside the camps that I visit. There are all sorts of legal things with filming kids, etc. in this today's day and age, and I'm just not interested in getting involved in that. And so I'm not filming anything that's work related. What I will do though, try and do, is when I get up to Camp George in Canada, I will try and film the setting of the camp without any kids in it, because it is absolutely stunning. Camp George is definitely special, but that's in the future. Water under the bridge before then. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like the shorter format, and I'll see you in the next video.